Well, tonight we're recalling that President Ruto, who swept to power on the platform of lowering the cost of living, had promised that his election to the top seat would be an economic moment and not a chance for the political class to create positions for themselves. These, among others, were the pillars that thrust William Ruto and Ruto-Gachagua into power. However, this evening, we note that President William Ruto's government has become most things it fought against. And to just begin our serialized broadcast this evening, here's now Brian Obuya with the context.
Into office, President William Ruto, who had mastered the art of attacking his predecessor and the opposition for many things, is now facing the wrong side of the gun. The man is on the receiving end of a Russian roulette for promising a lot and delivering the bare minimum thus far. President Ruto's government has become almost everything it fought against. Begin with the cost of living. It has continued to go up steadily, taking a toll on every household, leading to protests across the country as an angry public take on a confident and eloquent Ruto, who had promised to solve the skyrocketing price of food in under 100 days. In agriculture, Deputy President Ruto-Gachagua continues to give promises, sensationally and erroneously without blinking, accusing the media and President Kenyatta of forming an unholy alliance of cartels. What Gachagua is not telling the public is that they had promised to lower fertilizer prices to 2,500 per 50 kg bag, but they have since made a U-turn and capped the price at 3,500, blaming the global market dynamics. In the run-up to the August 9 polls, Ruto promised a 50 billion hustler kitty to allow small businesses access interest-free credit facility. Ruto has since changed that position, the president saying the money will attract a single-digit interest on top of placing conditions for the beneficiaries. The Kenya Kwanza administration had vehemently opposed the Building Bridges initiative, consistently saying that it was meant to create positions for the political class at the expense of the struggling common man they referred to as the hustler.
Tunaunda serikali ambayo itabadilisha uchumi na ili iweke pesa kwa mfuko ya mwananchi wa kawaida.
But 6 months on, the Ruto government appears to be the government that will implement sections of the BBI. So unconstitutional are some of the steps taken by the government that Musalia Mudavadi, who holds an office that is not recognized in law, has now launched another unconstitutional office, the office of his wife. Tessie Mudavadi's office now joins the expensive and lawful offices like that of the second lady Dorcas Gachagua and the first daughter, gobbling up millions of shillings in expenditure. One would have imagined that in dealing with the rising cost of living, the administration would have quashed the then unconstitutional caste positions. The ongoing recruitment for chief administrative secretaries is set to balloon the public wage bill at a time the new administration has repeatedly said that it cannot implement some of its pre-election pledges due to what Gachagua calls a dilapidated economy. The Ruto government has also failed to honor its election campaign pledge of giving 50% of the cabinet slot to women. In June 2022, Dr. Ruto signed a charter with women at Nyayo Stadium, where he promised them 50% of his cabinet. Now, just 8 of the 24 slots have been slotted for women. With a skyrocketing cost of living, a ballooning wage bill, unfulfilled promises, and a government payroll of friends and loyalists, these are tough times for hustlers. But does it matter?
So don't worry about this press and social media. They can write whatever they want. Sasa tumepata nafasi ya kufanyia watu ya Kenya kazi. Watu ya Kenya watajaji sisi. They'll say whether we know what we are doing or not. Your opinion is not necessary, and we don't bother about it.
Brian Obuya, NTV.